guys, Spiral here again. Today we're going to be building a very simple mushroom style house, fantasy style mushroom house. And yeah, we're just going to kind of do a relaxing playthrough session together here of building it. I'm going to be in creative. It's not very hard to make this in survival though. Even starting out, if you don't have some of the right blocks, you can go ahead and sub out some of the blocks too. It's just going to be a casual little building session here. If you guys want to follow along, you're more than welcome to follow along with me here. I've already laid out the foundation for our house. Pretty small house, nice and quaint and cozy. Plenty of videos out there of giant castles, huge mansions, all that stuff. We're going to go for something small and cozy today. So with that being said, we'll get started here. I'll explain some things as I go along here, but feel free to kind of, make this your own as well. Go ahead and change out some of the blocks if you want to. The cool thing about building organic structures, such as a mushroom house, is that imperfections just make it look even better. So nothing has to be perfect here today. We'll build it just casually here today together, and we'll get started. So in the chest over here, I have most of the different types of blocks that I have used for both decorating and for building the house. So you can see, pretty simple here. We'll start out with the majority of our house being made of mushroom stem and red mushroom blocks. If you want to change it out for brown mushroom blocks, or depending on your texture pack or anything like that, you could maybe use birch wood or something like that too, if you aren't able to get the mushroom stem. So starting out here, I've already laid the frame down, so I made a simple 5 over here like this. We go 1, 2, lay another 5 over here like this, 1, 2, lay another 5 over here like this, and 1, 2, another 5, and 1, 2 here. So feel free to build that if you want to, if you're following along building this. Again, super easy thing to build. Our little mushroom tower over here that'll be connected to our main is going to be here 3, just like this. And we go 1 block, 3 again, 1 block, 3 again, 1 block, 3 again, 1 block, then we're back to our 3 again. So pretty simple stuff here. We're going to go ahead and raise this up by 1 all the way around. And I'll probably just leave this in real time too. I won't speed anything up for you guys, so you can kind of follow along. I know when I'm following tutorials, sometimes they get a little too fast, hard to keep up with them, so we'll take our time. It'll be nice and easy here today. So after our 2 here, we'll go up 1, out 1. I'm going to go ahead and delete this block right here. And then we're just going to bring this all the way around here. Go like this, around here like this, and just keep wrapping it all the way around. This is going to be our main little wider part of our mushroom house here. Let's keep wrapping it all the way along, and if I make mistakes, hey, I'm human too. So just like that there. And then of course everything should be symmetrical here. Let's see here. Yeah, I do believe this one goes here. Perfect. Alright, now we should be even on both sides. Beautiful. And I think we'll go ahead and build this main part first, and then we'll go to the tower after that. So a lot of my builds, I just like to kind of free flow, just build things up as I go along here and kind of plan as I go along, unless it's something super complex like a big castle or something like that, where you got to have more precise things. But this will just kind of go along together here. So we're just going to go ahead and build this up a second layer here. And we can go like this on the outsides. Again, if you don't want to use all the blocks that I'm using, that's fine to switch out some of them. If you want to save some material blocks too, that's perfectly fine. But again, this is all just mushroom stem that I'm using here. Perfect. So now you should have something that looks something like this. Pretty simple design so far. Now we're just going to take it in 1 and up 1. We'll go up like this. I'll get rid of this block. And if you don't like this, you can go ahead and rotate out these blocks and make it look nice again. I don't mind a little bit of extra texture variety on my builds personally, but to each their own. Now we'll just bring it in like this, and we're basically just creating a nice little inward step here. Nice and simple. Something like this, and voila. Now that we have something like this, just give you a little spin around here so you guys can see. You can see just how fast this house is coming together. Nothing huge. I personally like cozy a lot. I consider myself to be a Hobbit enthusiast, so you know, this is going to be a nice little cozy home for us, and something pretty simple to make right off the bat. So now we're going to go ahead and raise this up one more, again destroying that block, bringing it in for another step here, just basically bringing our mushroom back together again, just making it look a little more organic. Again, if you mess up, if you have a block here or there that's not quite correct, that's perfectly fine on a mushroom house because, again, it's natural. If you ever look at mushrooms in the wild, you know, they're basically, they're a plant, so they're going to have imperfections, they're going to have characteristics that are not the same as every other mushroom. So as far as our mushroom roof goes now, this is where you can kind of get a little creative yourself as well if you want to. This is where we're going to start with the mushroom roof. So what I like to do is go ahead and I'll put one down here, and I'll bring it up one, and then we're going to simply want to close this whole area off here with the mushrooms. So we can go ahead and like this and bring it in, continuing on with our steps. Again, a lot of this is just freestyle from spur of the moment right now, so something like that looks nice. So we have a nice little cap going on there because I want a little bit of an overhang on my mushroom this time around here. And if you want to use brown mushroom, perfectly fine too. So we bring it up one again, get rid of that block, and we can go ahead and I think what I'm going to actually do this time is bring this all the way across like this, bring this out like this, bring this out like this, and then we want a little bit of an overhang like I said. So what we're going to actually do, I think starting from the middle here, we'll count out, including the first block here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that would be a good overhang. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there, now we have something that looks really unorganic, right? But we'll change all that here. So what we're going to do is just make a nice little ring similar to what we did with our base mushroom house here. So what we're going to do is just start here, and we're just going to keep working our way back in so you have something like that. There you go, you can look at that if you want to. Pretty simple design, nothing too crazy here. We're just simply connecting it. And one here, if you want to build these up and then delete the blocks underneath, that'd be fine too. All I'm trying to do right now is just make a simple little overhang of the roof so that it's nice and cozy feeling and that our mushroom actually has a nice cap to it. I suppose you could go for a more cryptic looking mushroom as well that might be a little more dead or decayed or something like that, that's, you know, possibly missing some of the mushroom cap roof or something like that. But alright, so now that we have our nice little ring here, all we're going to do is just build this up then. So we want to end up with sort of a dome structure on the top. So what we're going to actually do is just bring this up one, and then we'll just go ahead and continue bringing this around, something like this. Close that off nice. Bring that over. Perfect. Now we're really starting to get that. In fact, we might even bring this one out one extra. Go ahead and bring that out one extra on there. If you're following step by step here, giving us a nice little mushroom style capped house here. And then we're going to do the same exact thing here. We're going to go up one. Then we're going to bring this over, connect those. And you know what? I think we'll just go like this to save some blocks. And bring that in. And then on the very top here, we're going to go like this. So there you go. Now you have a nice little mushroom cap. If you want to put it flat down on the bottom and not have a little, a little overhang here, you want to just put this whole flat piece on the bottom like this, that'd be fine too. Alter the roof however you want. It's ultimately your design. So that's just the style that I like, a nice little mushroom cap on there. And then, now that we have that done, we can actually start on our tower. Next here, first we'll make a little door right here, right in the center. That'll be our door into the inside. Coming up over here though, we'll start on the actual tower part. So let's see here. If we want to walk through, we're going to need a door. So we'll put a door in right there. I'm going to connect this just like this. And then we will come up 10 blocks, counting the very bottom one. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Typically I like to build in odds, but again, this is an organic build, so nothing is perfect on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're just going to bring that up like that across the entire thing. Again, I'll build in real time with you, just to give you time to build along if you are building along, whether you're in creative or you're in survival. A little more time if you need to pause the video, that's fine too. Build this up nice and good here. And it looks, pretty towerish right now, which is fine. Some mushrooms are pretty straight as well, but again, change it however you please. Perfect. Now what we want to actually do is just go ahead and we're going to build this up, this section right over here. What we're going to want to do is probably, let's see here, go in right here and just continue building this up. So we're going to get rid of that block because it's simply in our way. And voila. We have a nice little mushroom tower there beside. Now what we're going to actually do is make the roof over here. Now this one I would like to be, I guess a little bit more capped looking, So we're going to go ahead and going to build this up one, get rid of that block. We'll bring this in like this and build this around just like we did before. Put one here to make it even, so it should look something like this. Perfect. Now what we're actually going to want to do is just go ahead and I'm going to bring this up one more right here. Bring this over, connect it just like this. But again, I want it to be a little bit more of a cap looking. So from the middle block, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, same thing, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And now we'll do the same thing. So we'll just, oops. Okay, there we go. We want it to look just like that. At least that's the way that I like it anyway. And it should start to look pretty similar on every side here. Perfect. So now it looks something just like that. Again, if you guys want to make a bigger cap on the top on both of them, you're more than welcome to. If you want to make a big rupee mushroom cap, that'd be fine too. It's really up to you how you want to do it. So that's kind of the cool thing about building organics, is you can really change things up. So what we want to do then, I just want to put some little things like this. We just build a simple square there, and we'll just put one on each of the middles here on the outside, and then we'll just cap it off. And there you go. That's the basic premise of our outside structure here. Now, as far as us getting into the decorating portion here, what we're going to do, and I think I might actually add a little garden on the outside here in a little bit as well. But what we're actually going to do, come right over here. We should be done with our mushroom blocks. We'll put those back in the chest here. One thing I forgot to grab here, the way it looks, is a door. Pretty important. Obviously, I'm using a different texture pack than the vanilla Minecraft. I am actually using the Alacrity. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alacrity, something like that texture pack. Very nice. It makes things a little more organic, a little more pop. And of course, I'm using the Complementary Unbound shader pack as well, just to give things nice shadows and make my grass wiggle around, because I like the wiggly grass. Alright, now we'll put our door back in here since we don't need that anymore. What we're going to actually need now is going to be some steps. We're going to need our moss block. We'll need a little bit of lighting. And we'll need our crafting table, anvils, furnace. And then we'll go ahead and grab... we'll probably grab our flowering azalea leaves. Feel free to use whatever kind of leaves you want to in this build here. And then we can grab our... we will need some bone meal as well, so... Perfect, just to light up our glowberries. So, going on the inside here, pretty bare, obviously. And one cool thing about this is we're going to try to make it look homey. It's going to be cozy. You guys are able to go ahead and modify it however you want. I am going to hang some glowberries right here just to get some light going. And obviously pretty dark in here. Again, if you want to rotate out these blocks to make them look the same, go ahead and do so. I like the different textures in here. And just kind of decorate how you please in here right now. I'm going to try to make it look nice and organic. More so like that, you know, I'm kind of just a simple little farmer in the woods or on the plains, you know, something like that. More similar to the Hobbit style of life. I'm going to use moss blocks here. If you don't have moss blocks, you can use whatever you want. Again, I like the organic look, especially with this texture pack. Just close off that top little hole right there. And then we're actually going to place down our crafting table. Well, let's do the furnaces first, I think. So looking at how we want to do this here. Sometimes I just got to stop and eye my builds a little bit, kind of get an idea. Again, we're building this in real time with you, so we're going to place... Oh my goodness. Place 2 here. Like that. That way we can have double the production going of our furnaces. And then I would think I'm going to place my anvil right here. And my crafting table over here. And then you know what? I might actually want a smoker in here. I think we're going to put a smoker as well. So I'll go ahead and place that smoker right there. There, now we can cook up some good old grub. Alright, now... looking around in here, obviously still pretty bare. We're going to want to get rid of this grass in here. Perfect. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we can get rid of our furnace, we can get rid of our smoker, our anvil, and our crafting table. We're going to move this stuff over here so it's a little more organized, because I don't like being messy. And now what we actually want to do, come back out here. I will grab my chest from my chest. And perhaps we might even grab our armor stand. Perfect. And again, we'll put down some armor here in a bit. If you guys don't have the armor I use, feel free to use whatever kind of armor you have available to you. So some nice little simple storage here. Obviously, you can add a basement with some more storage if you prefer that. What we want is a nice step here. I'm going to use a moss block down here and another step here. Just a simple way to get up here, get access to our chest, even though you can just click on them from down here. What I'm going to do with my armor stands now, put them at an angle in the corner here, just like that. Perfect. And I think, you know, we might even need some more light in here. Why don't we go ahead and hang a couple double right there. And again, if you don't want to use glowberries because they will grow over time in here, that's fine too. I just like the natural look and I don't mind doing a little trimming for some extra food now and then. Now we're going over this, we'll put our armor stand back up here because we don't need it anymore. We'll go ahead and grab all of our armor pieces here that we're going to put on that. Again, if you don't have these same armor pieces, obviously netherite's pretty late game. then that's fine too. But, you know, what I like to do is just give a little potential of what the home can be, even in the late game. So we'll go ahead and place our netherite armor on the stand here. Perfect. Just like that. Now we can actually just move this back up here. And we'll grab our diamond stuff out. Again, looks different from vanilla just because of my texture pack, my resource pack, whichever one you want to call it. Perfect. So now we have some nice armor decorating over there. Oop, grass right there. Whoa, got rid of the whole block. There, now we make it look even better. Wonderful. Okay, now we will come back out here to our nice lovely chest. We can go ahead and put this armor back up here, since we don't need it anymore. Wonderful. Now we'll need our flower pot. We'll take a couple mushrooms as well. Small amethyst buds here. Some flowers. And then we want to grab our scaffolding, our enchantment table, of course our lanterns, and some spruce trapdoors. We'll even grab our bookshelf since we got the room in our inventory for it. Perfect. Now what we'll do is we'll just hang a few lanterns around in here. I personally just like to set them up here on the corner. Looks nice. I don't like my lanterns and lights to be right in my face because, you know, they're kind of bright. So I'll hang one right there as well. Just kind of brightening it up a little bit in here as we go along. You know, we could even, if we wanted to, we could put down some scaffolding right here. Close it up with the trapdoors. We'll close our door. We want to let the draft in. And then we'll put a lantern right there. Just as a little light when you walk in the door. A lot of times what I like to do with my builds as well is just, you know, think, if I was actually living here, how would I want my house to be set up to be functional? So we'll decorate a little bit now. Put a flower pot down right there. Nice little decoration. And we're going to go ahead and move this moss block up, and we'll grab our small amethyst bud here. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to, but again, if you're following along and want to make it exactly like mine, go ahead and feel free to do so. I'm just going to throw this around on some different spots here. Like that. And just give it a little bit more of a texture on the inside here. In fact, we might even throw one up there. Something like that. If you want to use different size amethysts, that's up to you too. And then we'll, you know what? We can even throw, let's throw a flower pot right up here. Just a little bit of grass. It could be some herbs or something like that growing up there. All right. And I actually like the way that's looking quite a bit. Maybe we'll come back and add some candles in here. Let's do that right now, actually. Let's grab some candles. And we'll just use regular candles. Of course, we'll need our flint and steel again. Right here. And what do we want to swap out here? We can always just come back and grab another flower pot as well, but we'll throw it in there for now. Alright, so now coming over here, get rid of this grass first off, because it's going to be in our way. Alright, just going through right now what we're going to actually probably end up doing. Adding a little light in here. But first, oh, did forget one part here. Going to go ahead and move that there, so because we want to actually make our second floor here. So what we're going to do is go up one, put some light down first. Go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, and make ourselves a nice little floor across here. And oop, perfect, just like that. Wonderful. Alright, and now, taking a look at our build here, what I think I'm actually going to do is go ahead and we'll get rid of that light, and we're just gonna, this will be the way up to our bedroom. We'll place some lanterns up there just to lighten it up in here and make it look a little better. And I think what I'm gonna actually do is place this down right here, and then I'm just gonna put some bookshelves behind here. Really spruce the place up a little bit here. And you can choose to make it all the way to the top or not. I will, just because I like bookshelves, especially with you know, the way they look in this one. Makes them a little more 3D like. Very nice. And then I think what I'm actually going to do, I'll put this up here. Grab our flower pot. I'll place a little flower pot right there, just with, you know, the normal little grassy stuff growing out of it, just for decoration's sake. And then I think over here in this corner, we'll put down a scaffolding. We'll close it up with our spruce trapdoors. If you want to put something up here, whatever you want, is fine with me. I'm going to place a candle cluster up here, just like this. Alright, and then what we're going to do is light this up right here. And that should give us a little more light as well. I like the way that that looks, actually. Now we got this whole bare side over here, so what we're going to actually do is run back out to our chest here. We don't need the enchanting table anymore. And let's see here. We're probably going to want to grab just our orange stained glass pane here. And then that should be good for that. Actually, we'll probably grab our bed too. Just make sure we've got that in our inventory. And our oak planks. Beautiful. Come back in here, close the door, then run back in here. Actually, what we're going to do, go ahead and place oak planks down right here. We'll place down some scaffolding right there. I think I want a cauldron. We'll grab a cauldron right here. We can go ahead and move this blank over here. Put the cauldron there. Be pretty nice looking. And we'll go ahead and we can actually get rid of our cauldron. And then we want a brewing stand. We're going to go ahead and place the brewing stand right there. Again, mine looks different than yours, but if you want to use my texture pack, more than welcome to. Then I think what we're actually going to do is just give ourselves a little bit of extra light over here. That. Perfect. Looks very good, actually. Now what we're going to do, I believe, I'll hang a lantern over there just for some more light in here. Plenty of light. Nice and bright, but yet with the shader pack, still got some nice shadows going on in here. Kind of give it a little bit more variety, and, you know, kind of make it light up a little bit better. I think that's pretty much what we're going to do for there. Now what we actually want is just some ladders. I'm going to use oak ladders, just like this. Okay, yeah, perfect. And then I'm going to actually just go ahead and have our cutout right there. This is going to be the way up to our nice little cozy bedroom. So we're going to come right up here, like this. Here we are in our future bedroom. Now we're going to go back in here. We're going to grab our bed out, put this back up here, and we'll go ahead and place that down right there. Perfect, just like that. And then taking a look at it here, I think what we're actually going to do, I should grab this out here, just like this. Grab our oak planks again, build this up nice and two, something like that. Actually, we might leave it like that. Leave it at one. Leave it at one. That looks better, I think. What we're going to do then is just go ahead and place down scaffolding on each side. Then spruce trapdoors to seal that in so they look nice. Then I think what I'm going to actually do is place another flower pot right here for a little greenery in the room. Then we'll take our oak stairs that we've been holding on to for a while. And we'll put one right here, put one right here upside down. And then we can actually grab our bookshelves. Well, I hear it raining outside. Go ahead and get rid of that rain right now. Oop, wrong command here. Perfect. And clear. Wonderful. Alright, that rain should go away now. And then we're going to just go ahead and put some bookshelves across up here, just for some extra little coziness. I think I'm going to actually hang a lantern right there. And yeah, that should be pretty nice. We might actually hang a lantern right there as well. Nice. Alright. Now, what I'm going to actually look for is some... Ooh, I was spelling that wrong. Amethyst. There we go. We'll grab out a large amethyst bud here. Go ahead and what should we get rid of? We don't need our ladders anymore. And I'll place that down right there. This can be our gems over there in the corner for our bedroom. And then over here, what we're going to actually grab is probably just our moss block again. I think what I'm going to do, just to give it a little more greenery in here, is bring that across there like that. And then I'm going to put a plank right there. Nice. Okay. And then what I want is a couple little flower pots here with this. Move this. We'll grab our mushrooms. Plant, please. There we go. Like that. There we go. It's looking more lively already. Now, if you want to change some of this, obviously it's your house. Go ahead. I'll move these back up here. And then what we're actually going to do is grab our flowering azalea leaves. And I'm just going to start decorating some of the upper roof and whatnot. Here, bring it out like this. Maybe I'll bring it up like this. And this is really up to you if you want to add this part in or not. If you're following along, feel free to put them exactly where I do as well. But again, we're just going to make this look a little bit more like it's a natural roof here. It's connected, got some nice vinery running along it here. You don't want to go too crazy with this, you know, just because they are pretty bushy with everything I've got running here now. If you want to add in more stuff here, that's perfectly fine too. If you want to add in windows, we'll get to windows here in a little bit where I would put them. But right now, let's finish our flowering azalea leaves. If you want to add some in down here, feel free to. If you want to add anything hanging, that would work as well. In here, though, we're going to go ahead and place some flowering azalea leaves around. See how these are growing here. If you don't like that, you don't have to use glowberries. I don't mind trimming them in survival and just getting a little extra food. Up to you though, if you want to have those or not. And then what I'm going to actually do is just go ahead and cover up a lot of this with the flowering azalea leaves. If you want to take out this central section here, you're more than welcome to do that too. In fact, I might even do that myself. Make it just look a little less built up like that. We'll bring this down, something like this. Right there is where I want that. And we'll run one across, something like this. Actually give it some depth, and we'll bring one across like that. Just really cover it up nice with some leaves. Very nice. So now when you walk in, you'll get a nice little glimpse of flowering azalea leaves. In fact, we might even cover this up here. Bring that down a little bit. And there. Much more cozy. If you want to bring them down, have them wrap around or something like that, I could definitely see that working as well. But we are actually getting pretty close to being done here. So, of course, this looks pretty nice so far. Oh, and I realized that I haven't been in full screen this entire time. So let's go to full screen here. There we go. Now we're in full screen. Whoopsies. Oh well. But anyway, that's looking pretty good now. Nice and well decorated. I think what I'm gonna actually do here is just maybe add in a few candles in a few random spots here that are a little darker maybe. We'll put a few up there. We'll grab our flint and steel. Light those up. You know, I was wondering why things were looking a little smaller than normal on my screen here. Because you gotta put it into full screen, of course. Alright, that looks pretty good. Like that. Maybe we'll put a few candles this side as well. Something like this. Look nice there. Perfect. Of course, your furnaces will give off some light too when they're running as well. If you want to change out the floor, go ahead. Feel free to do that. I like the grass in here. I think it just adds to the aesthetic. If you want to, build a basement or something like that, go ahead and do that as well. But again, just coming up here, clicking around. If you want to add in some extra decorations, go ahead. I like having things nice and cozy looking. If you want to add in a fireplace, that would work too. We could even put a fireplace in and put a chimney out the top. Might add to the aesthetic a little bit. But now let's go ahead and grab our stained glass here, and I'm choosing orange just because it's a nice warm color here. What we're going to actually do here is just break out some of these blocks and put in a nice window here just like this. And if you want one over here, feel free to do that too, just so our bedroom gets some more natural light as well. And of course, you know, I've got shaders on, so it's going to look a little different. If you want to add one over here too, I'm going to leave mine because I like, you know, not everything being symmetrical, a little more organic. I do think we'll put one down here though, just to give us a little more light coming in. And then as far as windows out here goes, I don't know if I'm really going to add anything in here. If you want to add some, that's fine. You know, go ahead and add some wherever you please. I'm going to leave mine just the way it is right now though. I like that it's a little darker in here. It feels a little warmer to me. And if you want to place these, you know, where they can't grow down anymore, like say you want to put them over here or something like that, where they can't grow down, that's fine too. Light up a little bit, but up to you how you want to build it. And then what I like to actually do is come in here, we'll grab a sign, nice oak hanging sign, and then we'll go ahead and get rid of our amethyst cluster here. I'm going to put a sign right here. Let's call this home. Just like that. We'll actually label this side as well, home. Just so when other people come up, you know, you can put your name in there if you want, so other people know whose place it is if you want. But it's looking pretty good so far. I think we might actually decorate this a little bit more too here with some leaves. So what we're going to actually do is probably just bring this down, something like this. Make it look like we just got some nice little leaves hanging down, coming around there. We'll even do some on this side as well. Something like this. Bring it down around. Something like that. Yes, I actually quite like that. Alright. Now, what we'll do is just go ahead and bring some leaves down over here as well. Maybe a little thicker leaves, a little more bushy like. And bring it into a vine. Hang down just like that. Actually connect them probably something similar to this. There we go. Yeah, I would like to have one more here. Something like that. There we go. That looks better. And again, feel free to change this however you want. If you don't like the additional little block in between here, you can go ahead and take that out on both, and you can just lay a flat domed roof, a flat side, a half sphere, I guess it would be on top. That'd be fine too. I am actually going to go ahead and place in a little more leaves here. Just something like that, so that it looks a little bit more homey. There we go. And then I think what I'm actually going to do is just hang a single lantern, boop, right there. But at nighttime, it just lights it up real nice. Perfect. Alright. Now I think what we're actually going to do, because it's looking alright to me, of course we can add some to the back side too. Decorate it with leaves however you want. I'm going to leave mine for now just for time's sake here so the video doesn't get super long. But we're actually going to just add in a nice little garden here. Okay, we'll actually go ahead and do that. So, let's see here. Where'd be the best place for a door? Maybe we'll go somewhere back here. Something just like... I like to put it on the back, though. You could, I suppose, get rid of these stairs and build a door going out as well on the other side. But for now, we'll just build it on the side of the tower over here. Just like this, we'll come out. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of our sign. Actually, we could probably move most of this stuff up here. We shouldn't need a lot of this anymore. One thing that I will need, though, is fence posts, of course. So we'll grab our oak fence post here. Then I think we might actually grab our mushroom stem. I think we'll build this up right here. Just like that. There we go. And again, it's not perfectly symmetrical because it's organic, so it looks fine. And then we'll go ahead and I think we'll just build out a little fence like this. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll bring it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that. We'll just go to 9, 8, 9. And then we'll do the same thing this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can actually go out to 9 right here as well. That should work fine. Bring this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we'll just connect it right there. Perfect. And we'll get rid of this grass in here. Now we have a nice little garden space out here. And just like that. Actually set some lanterns on top of the corners here like this. Give it a nice little light out here when it's nighttime. And then if you guys want to plant some grass and stuff out here or crops, you're welcome to do some crops too. In fact, we might even just grab ourselves a little hole right here and just do a little bit of random crop planting in here. Something like that. If you guys want to make it more organized looking, that's fine too. Do some wheat seeds here. Plant the wheat seeds in. Achievement made. Very nice. Alright, plant some nice wheat seeds in there. If you want to add some water in, that's fine too. I'm just going to make mine look like a nice little natural looking garden out here with different levels of wheat and flowers. Grow this up nice like that. And just like that. Now we have a nice little area out here. Of course, we need a door here. I think I actually just put my door just like that. There you go. Now I've got a nice little garden out here. In fact, we might even just set a lantern up here like that. Perfect. A nice little garden now. It looks fantastic. Like it, just like that. And you know, like I said, if you want to add in more windows, that's fine. You know, even somewhere like this, depending on your terrain, you could add a small stream in with a little bridge to get across to go in. If this is in the middle of a forest, you'd have a lot more shade growing around here as well. So all in all, looks pretty good. Just a simple little design, nice and quick and easy today. Nothing too complicated. I wanted to just make a quick little home here that nice little mushroom home that's nice and cozy for people to use. In fact, I might even just do a little more azalea decorating here because I like the azalea leaves. So I might even just bring some out from right here, bring them down like this, then like that. Pretty nice. And we'll go ahead and bring these down again, just like this. Perfect. And that's actually looking pretty good, and I think that might be where I leave it. I don't want to make it too complex or anything like that. You can get as detailed as you want or as simple as you want with a nice organic build like this. Again, nice little simple fantasy mushroom house here. It's wonderful organic. Got a nice little cozy home here. Place to store some simple things, some basic crafting and smithing benches. A beautiful little garden out there. Nice enchanting table here. Got your cauldron, got your brewing stand there. And if you come up here, you've got yourself a nice little bedroom as well. Decorated and cozy. Nice light coming in there as well, so it looks good. Something simple, nothing too complex today. I can get down my stairs here. With that, we'll go ahead and end it right here for you guys. If you like this kind of style of build, make sure you let me know down in the comments below. Give me a like on the video here. We can build lots of cozy organic things, from cabins to, you know, hobbit holes if you guys want to see something like that. Different style of tree houses, whatever you guys want. Give me some suggestions down below. I'd be happy to try to build something in a nice free flow format like this. Is always fun. Nice relaxing day here. Yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.